Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to earn money writing from home in 2017. So I'm going to show you about 7 different ways that you can do this if you like writing and you want to work from home. So I'll get right into it. The first thing that you might want to look into is guest blogging. And believe it or not, you can make very good money as a guest blogger or a guest writer. So what I did is I put together a playlist here on YouTube called Make Money Guest Writing. So it's got 3 videos right now. I'll probably add more to it in the future. But what I do is I have a total of about 50 or so different websites that pay you at least $50 or more for writing. So I have 3 different videos. One of them is about 20 different websites that pay you $50 or more to write a blog post or article for them as a guest writer. Then I have 15 other websites. None of these videos have the same websites in them. These are all completely different websites in each video. So 50 plus total websites, but 15 websites that pay you $200 plus to write a blog post or article as a guest writer. So each time you write a post for them that meets their guidelines, they can pay you $200. And then 16 websites that pay you $100 per blog post or article in 2017. So that, of course, is as a guest writer as well. So these websites, 50 plus of them, will pay you just for a guest post. So let me give you some examples. Smithsonian.com is one that will pay you quite a bit of money to write. It's like 100, 600. They have a big range depending on how good it is, but if you do a really good one, they pay you up to like $600 per post. You just have to fill that out, go to their submissions page. I show you how to do all this in those videos, but that's just one example. Another website that does it is if you like to write about farming, for instance, you could submit to modernfarmer.com at modernfarmer.com/submissions. And this is the submission page. You click here to pitch the article to them. So that's one thing you can do. You can become a guest writer. Another thing you can do is freelance writing. So freelance writing, of course, is where you basically do jobs for people that maybe don't have the time to do it themselves. It might be a blog post. It might be a full article. You might have to do research and do a very long article, or like an ultimate guide to how to do something, or like a tutorial. There's a lot of different ways that you can write for people as a freelancer, but as far as places to get this kind of work, I'll show you 3 different places. The first one being Fiverr.com, and Fiverr will get you a lot of exposure. It'll be a great place to start out and especially get those first few gigs. Now, you will probably not attract as high paying customers as you will at the other 2 I'm about to mention, but they have gotten better. Used to, all their gigs were like $5, $10, or $15, something like that. Now you can get paid up to, a few $100s, maybe more per gig. So you can see they have a whole main category for writing and translation. If you click on that, you can get some ideas of what kind of things that do very well. So you could even do transcriptions and translations. I guess that would be another form of freelance writing that you could do. There are a lot of ways to do writing and get paid to do it. But as a freelancer, you could get paid to transcribe audio for people. You could get paid to do articles and blog posts for people. You could do copywriting. You could do summaries of books and research. You could translate. You could do a lot of different things. So you can also go through and see different gigs and see kind of what is being offered. Let's say I click on the blog post. You can see what the top gigs are. Upwork will make you more money if you get work consistently. because there are typically higher paying people on Upwork. If you want to look at being a freelancer, all you have to do is click this button up here. It says become a freelancer. And then they have all kinds of categories that have to do with writing as well, pretty much the same as Fiverr, but you can get paid a lot more. So what you might want to do is look more into like how it works, look at some of the profiles of top writers and things like that. So people are looking to hire people here, and those people that are hiring people like you to freelance write typically have a pretty big budget. So that is a nice thing. You can look at how it works here, and pretty much everything is taken care of within this platform. Another one that is a little bit bigger for freelancing, much like Upwork, is guru.com. So this is another place where you can get paid a lot of money to be a freelancer and attract higher paying clients. And much like Upwork, you can become, a guru like they call it, or you can post a job, find a job, those types of things. So obviously if you're a freelancer, you would click find a job, and you can see more about how it works here. But it's a lot of traffic that is attracted to this website, much like Upwork. So this one, Guru and Upwork, are going to get higher paying people. It might be a little more competition to compete with, but if you get consistent work, you'll probably make a better living. And Fiverr is great for like a side gig, or you could make a living from it as well if you just get a massive amount of customers. Number 3 is book publishing. So this is basically when you write your own book and you publish it yourself. Typically this is going to be like an ebook, especially when you're starting out. It's much easier to do it that way. If you want to publish a book, obviously one of the best places to publish is Kindle direct publishing for Amazon. If you want to sell on Amazon, which is pretty much the biggest marketplace out there right now, you can go to kdp.amazon.com. You can make up to 70% royalties in all these major countries here: US, Canada, UK, Germany, India, and much more. And if you do very well, whatever category you're in, business, whether you're nonfiction, fiction, romance, mystery, sci-fi, whatever, if you do very well, one thing that you can also do is make use of an Amazon-owned company called CreateSpace. They have a link down here that you want to look at, and if your book is doing well in digital form, you can have a physical version of it published and shipped to people who buy it without you actually having to go through all the manufacturing stuff and shipping things from your house yourself and things like that. So that would be a much easier way to do that. If you want to get more reviews, which is going to be a big part of how to rank your books, then I have a guide here called How to Get Unlimited Verified Kindle ebook Reviews. Verified meaning people actually buy the book. And I have all kinds of tricks that you can use in here for how to do that. So the only one I would not recommend is Fiverr. That one's a little bit outdated, so you might want to kind of avoid that one. This one was made a couple years ago in 2015, but pretty much everything else still applies. So make sure that you get reviews. There's also a course I also recommend if you want to learn how to make a lot of money selling Kindle books, called K Money Mastery. You can find it at projectlifemastery.com. I've taken that course. It's also very good. And you can also find a link to that on my resource page if you want to look more into it. That is one of the better courses that you can take for making money online, especially if you're into writing. See right here, K Money Mastery, and that is specifically for selling books on Amazon. So that will help you a lot. It really helped me. Number 4, you can start your own blog. So this is the route that many writers go these days, because You have pretty much the most control when you have your own website. You are in charge. You are the leader of your own site. You can do with it as you please. So if you want to start your own blog, I recommend WordPress, especially if you're going to be writing a lot. WordPress accounts for almost 30% of the entire internet now, and it is probably by far the most customizable, fastest performing platform out there for bloggers. So if you want to create a WordPress blog, I have a page for you called Start a Blog here in my header of the website. It takes you to this page called How to Start a WordPress Blog in 3 Steps on Bluehost Hosting. So if you can walk through that, if this is what you want to do, you want to start your own website, you can run one for like $3 or $4 a month using this method with the domain and everything, and that will really save you a lot of money if you do it this way. WordPress is what I use. WordPress is what a lot of the major websites use these days. A few ways that you can monetize your blog, just to give you a couple of examples. One would be like AdSense. So if you go to like entrepreneur.com, for instance, you can look here at just any random article, and then when you look around the actual content, you'll typically find a few different ads. So for instance, here's an ad up here. Usually between their header and the article, there's an ad over here on the right side, usually at the very top of their sidebar. It scrolls a little bit. There's usually an ad down here next to their sponsored content. So they have quite a few ads that come up, and as you can see, these little symbols here say like ad choices and stuff like that. Usually that means they're associated with something like AdSense or one of the AdSense competitors. So basically you put the ads on your site, you get approved, and then you can put them on your site, of course, and then you can have these types of ads that, when people see these ads, when they read your content, you get paid. So Google AdSense is like the biggest one right now still, and you can go to google.com/AdSense/start, which takes you to this page, and sign up now for free. And that will allow you to put ads on your website if you get approved, which you probably will. Another way that you can monetize your website is through affiliate marketing, which is basically when you promote a product that someone else created and then they pay you a commission. So Amazon has one of the biggest affiliate programs right now. It is up to 10% commissions on stuff that you help get sold. So if you help them sell an Amazon Echo on your website, then you'll get paid like 5 to 10% probably of whatever that cost the customer. So you have the choice between pretty much any product you could ever imagine through the Amazon Associates program. That's why I usually tell people to start out with this one. You can also work your way into ClickBank, where you might get higher commissions, but they're lesser known products. So you kind of have to balance it out. But then you just put the links in your website, and when people click on them and buy something, you get a commission. So for instance, if you're on Amazon and you're signed in with the Amazon Associates affiliate program, you'll see this up here. I'll put a little arrow to it up here. There's this gray bar. See, it's called the Amazon Associates site stripe. That's when you are an affiliate. So that comes up, and when you go to Amazon, you click on any product. Let's say you click on the Echo Dot. You would click text here, copy the text that it gives you. It'll give you a link for your affiliate link, and then you copy and paste that in your blog post when you mention the product, so people can buy it directly through your website and make money as you make money as an affiliate. So that's another thing you can do. You can blog, and there's a lot of different ways to make money blogging. Or you could become a copywriter. So you're basically writing ads for people, you're writing email marketing emails for people, you're writing stuff like that, basically combining marketing and writing. And I recommend you read this post if you're interested in this, called The Ultimate Guide to Copywriting from the Kissmetrics blog. It is a great, very in-depth article on what it's like to do copywriting, how to write good headlines, how to write content that sells. That's basically what you would be doing for a living or for a side business, is writing stuff that helps sell products or services. That's basically what copywriting is. So I recommend you read this, The Ultimate Guide to Copywriting, on kissmetrics.com. One main way to make money copywriting, even if you want to do it yourself without having a freelance or job or anything like that, you could build an email list with a service like GetResponse. And with GetResponse, you are able to collect emails through maybe your blog or something, or through paid advertising. And when you collect these emails, then you can send emails to all of them at the same time, or select segments, and it's like an ad. So that's where your copywriting skill comes in. And then if you build a big enough email list, you can sell solo ads using a website like Nextmark, where basically companies pay you to email your list of subscribers. Or you can be the one doing the emails for companies through a site like Nextmark. So there's different ways that you can play it, but you're basically working in advertising and marketing if you are doing copywriting. And if you want to follow somebody and just read their emails just to get an idea of what good copywriting looks like all the time, one person I recommend as one of the best copywriters I've seen is Frank Kern. FrankKern.com. You can put your name and email in and click yes, I want this. He'll give you some free lessons and stuff. He does give away really good content, so it's not like he's trying to scam you or anything. He does give you really good free advice and things like that. But he makes a lot of money as like a consultant for marketing, and he can teach you a lot. You can learn a lot whether you buy something from him or not, just reading his emails. Number 6, you can do a remote job as a writer. Basically, a remote job is where you are able to work from home, but you work for an actual company. So it's like having a job, like you may have one right now, and you're working, but you're not having to commute to a building where your job is located. Instead, you are able to work from home from your computer, but still have an employer. So you're not on your own. You're not having to stress about your own business. You're just able to work from home with a regular job. So there's a few different ways you can search for these types of jobs. I've done videos on them in the past, but one place is problogger.com/jobs. You go to problogger.com, then click jobs here, and it will show you all kinds of writing related jobs, typically blogging related, but some of them are freelance, some of them are part-time, some of them are contract, full-time. It tells you the location. This one's in Phoenix, this one's in New York City and Pittsburgh. This one's anywhere in the United States. This one's anywhere. This one is remote. So if it says remote or anywhere, typically you can work from home. Another place you can check jobs is Glassdoor.com. And I recommend Glassdoor. You've probably heard of me mention them before by looking up salaries and the average salaries in your area for different jobs. If you're looking for jobs to do from home and stuff like that, you can look up salaries to get an idea if it's enough. And if you want to search for remote jobs in writing or even anything else, you have this location here. You have the job title here, location here, and then the jobs category here. So right here, the second box, you put remote. When you start typing remote, this will come up. It says remote work from home, US. So if you're in the US especially, click remote work from home US. When it comes up in the drop down box, click search, and it will show you all kinds of remote jobs that you can do from home. So you have telecommuting researchers, engagement managers, project managers, copywriter. There's one for writing. And you'll typically find a lot of writing. Of course, I didn't type in writing specifically. What you would want to do here is type writing, and that will come up with even more jobs. Quick search. So writing, and it's a remote location. They still have tons of jobs that have to do with writing. So Glassdoor and problogger.com/jobs, two great places to search for remote writing jobs. And last but not least is ghostwriting. Ghostwriting is basically where you write articles or you write books for people but don't get credit for it. But you can make very good money writing the content. So you might write pieces of content, you might write the whole thing. I've seen some people make a living basically having books written for them. They do the marketing of the book, they do the research for the book, they figure out the subject and the title for the book, and they do the description on Amazon and everything, but the actual writing of the book, the pages of the book, is written by someone else on a site like Upwork or Guru or another freelance website. So basically, if you want to be a ghostwriter, you could have your own website. You could start one here, how to start a WordPress blog, or you could do it as a freelancer on Upwork or Guru, or you could combine them. But basically, you're writing while basically being invisible, hence why they call it a ghostwriter, because no one knows that you are the one that actually wrote it. So that's another thing you can do. You can write stuff for people without taking credit. And believe it or not, there are quite a few people who hire ghostwriters. So other than that, that's it for this video. If you feel like you got something from this video, if you feel like you learned something helpful, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, if you want to let me know about some other methods for making money writing that I didn't mention, or you want to let me know what you thought about the video in general, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and get your feedback, and add to the topic for anyone who wants to watch this video and get the most from it. Also, I'll have the show notes, related content, and the links that I mentioned in this video available to you in a few days on selfmadesuccess.com on one page for you. Also, when that page is done, I'll be sure to include the link in the video description for that page. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.